When it comes to Ben 10, most people love the show for the universe it has built, the lifeforms created, and sometimes which alien beats which. So for this video, I'm covering 5 YouTubers who have created an alien playlist to use and which playlist is better overall. I would have done 10, but honestly 10 times 10 aliens is a lot. And honestly, this took a while to do anyway, so I'm just going to do 5. Maybe in the future I might do a part 2 if we reach 1,000 likes, which we probably won't reach in a while. But I'm fine if we do reach 1,000 whatever. Some things we'll cover is the scaling of the alien, the use of the form, and we are not including Ultimates or Alien X, for obvious reasons. If you pick those on your playlist, sorry guys, you're just like my child support payments, we won't see you on the list. And yes, I've made a playlist video myself, but to not be biased, I will not be talking about my own, even if some of my thoughts have changed since then. Anyways, let's talk about it.
2,000 years later.
Alright, the 5 YouTubers I'll be talking about is Danboy Wonder, whose playlist consists of Lodestar, Big Chill, Accelerate, Echo Echo, Grey Matter, Upgrade, Forearms, Amphibian, Diamond Head, and Swampfire. Next, we have the Grey Matter Fanboys playlist, consisting of Way Big, Forearms, Grey Matter, Accelerate, Upgrade, Buzzshock, Big Chill, Chromastone, Swampfire, and Clockwork. Thirdly, we have the Lost playlist, consisting of Swampfire, Diamond Head, Accelerate, Wrath, Brainstorm, Water Hazard, Feedback, Upgrade, Ghost Freak, and Way Big. Second to last, we got Dr. Wardy, whose playlist consists of Armadillo, Frankenstrike, Big Chill, Pesky Dust, Upgrade, Vampire, NRG, iGuy, Blitzwolfer, and Feedback. And finally, for the 5th wielder of the Omnitrix, we got Wisehat, whose playlist is Feedback, Accelerate, Upgrade, Big Chill, Wrath, Swampfire, Echo Echo, Brainstorm, Clockwork, and Diamond Head.
3:28 AM.
How we're gonna do this video is basically we're gonna have a few stats, and whoever ranks the highest will get more points, ranging from 0 to 4. It's that simple. The higher the points, the higher you get, and the more points you have, the closer you are to winning. Yeah. Our first stat is strength. Basically, who has the strongest aliens and who has the more, number of strong aliens. For example, Way Big is the physically strongest alien in all of these playlists, scaling from Dwarf Star all the way up to Solar System level depending on where you scale him, with other high tiers such as Humongosaur, Forearms, Diamond Head, Cannibal, and Wrath reaching those multi-continental to planetary tiers. Then we got aliens like Feedback, Upchuck, and Chromastone, whose AP depends on how much energy they've absorbed, and because I know someone will mention it, Clockwork's AP is weak, and it's his hacks that actually revive the other timelines. With this set and found, the Grey Matter Fanboy and the Lost both have Way Big, but the Lost has Diamond Head and Wrath compared to the Grey Matter Fanboy who only has Forearms, which is a 2-to-1 scenario, so I'll give the Lost the edge. Danboy has got Forearms and Diamond Head, which as a pair and by their scaling would scale above Wisehat's collection of Wrath and Diamond Head. And finally, Dr. Wardy has Armadillo and Frankenstrike, who are weaker than the others, but I love that he got unique forms. So that's the ranking for that. For our next stat, we have speed. Now, Jet Ray is the fastest alien besides Alien X.
I think Jet Ray's faster than anybody.
But nobody picked him. So for the next tiers in this stat, we have Accelerate, Fast Track, and Way Big, all of which are speedsters and should scale to at least somewhere compared to Agragor and Sugalite's feats, reaching the billions of times faster than light from there for their traveling across galaxies feats. You also got Amphibian, who's the only one who should be capable of flying through space within Agragor's powers that he absorbed. The Grey Matter Fanboy and the Lost both got Way Big and Accelerate, with the Lost edging out the top spot with Feedback, which is actually a fast alien surprisingly. Then we got Danboy, who is Accelerate and Amphibian, ranking 3rd. 4th we got Wisehat having Feedback and Accelerate, which leaves Dr. Wardy again 5th with, I guess, NRG and Feedback sort of scaling. Now we got the same setup as Strength, which is interesting, but I hope not predictable for the rest of the video. Now, for our 3rd set, we got Intelligence. Now, I could be very rude and say someone's stupid, blah 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 blah, Fast Track. Nah, I'm kidding. This is to which transformations are the smartest. Grey Matter and Brainstorm can be debated all day, every day, fine, but Only one has actually successfully used Master Control on purpose, plus Grey Matter's easily fixed up the issue with the Omnitrix that was done by a Cerebro crustacean. Anyways, third smartest is Frankenstrike since he helped with the construction of Ken's Omnitrix in the classic future. Then we got Upgrade who has his technology knowledge and abilities. And we can actually include Clockwork who can manipulate time to such an extent. With this... okay, what the fuck? What? Okay, GMF again, which Grey Matter fanboy, GMF, again tied with Wise Hat this time, having 3 of the intelligent forms, both having Upgrade and Clockwork, but GMF had Grey Matter over Wise Hat's Brainstorm. This leaves the 3 spots real easy. For this, Dan Boy has Grey Matter, The Lost has Brainstorm, and Dr. Warty has Frankenstrike. By what we said before, we got the easy stats. That's pretty good. The fourth stat of versatility was a pain in the ass to look for. Unlike the other stats which can be determined by feats and statements, this depends entirely on which hacks can be used and how it's used by the user. So I'll be counting each ability for each form, and by their weaknesses we will minus a point. To save my time and not waste yours, I'll do it off screen, but the reasoning is in the description, so you can check that out if you wish.
One eternity later.
Oh my god. Okay, no joke, it took me an hour and a half, oh my god. Okay, anyways. Calculating the pros and cons of each alien following the Alien Fandom Wiki, which, you know, to save us from any bias or anything, and using each stat, blah blah blah. First we got 36 points from the Grey Matter fanboy, then we got, reaching all the way up to 45 points, we have Dr. Warty. Third place we got The Lost, reaching 50. Dan Boy in second place got 55 points, just missing out to Wise Hat's 56 points. And for the final stat, the unique forms and ideas of the user. Whoever has the more unique forms will have an advantage here, so yeah. This stat is to mostly separate everyone's opinions on which aliens are the best for their playlists, and more onto how they can use their wits and strategies to get ahead with aliens not being selected. So let's be quick with this. Dr. Warty picked the most unique forms, hands down. He has Armadillo, Frankenstrike, Pesky Dust, Vampire, NRG, Eye-Guy, and Blitzwolfer. Out of 10 of his forms, 7 of them are only used by him and nobody else. So that's an easy top spot there. Next place we got Dan, who uses Lodestar and Amphibian, both forms who aren't picked by anyone else. Then we got GMF, who has Buzzshock while nobody else used him. The Lost and Wise Hat both picked Wrath, but The Lost did pick Ghost Freak over Big Chill, which everyone else did pick Big Chill, so I'll give him the advantage there, which sets up the chart pretty nicely. Now after all of that, let's count up the points, find where they reached, who got what, and the true objective playlist to find the user with the biggest potential.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, wow. Just wow, okay. This is actually kind of annoying for an ending, but okay. In last place, we have 5 total points goes to Dr. Warty. Most of his points was from his unique choices, which I really respect his thoughts on, by the way. In 4th place, Wise Hat with 9 total points. His swag and comedy in his videos shows he is more of a Ben 79 fan than a Ben 10 fan. For those who get the reference, you are a top tier Ben 10 fan. And in 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place, a 3-way tie with Dan Boy Wonder, The Lost, and Grey Matter Fanboy all having 12 total points. When I was counting out, I was shocked and a little annoyed, but you know, I wanted a genuine outcome for the video, because this was a pain in the ass to do. Like, no joke, I spent 5 hours on my free day overall finding a way to make this video, finding a way to do this, blah 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 blah. But just like any other YouTuber, I'm going to abuse this for views and turn it into a good thing. If this video gets 200 real likes, surpassing any of my previous videos on this channel, I will give a continuation to see who out of these last 3 are the best. And if any of you 5 mentioned in this video do see this, I want to hear your thoughts, you know, just to see what you got to say about this. Also, thank you guys so much for the amount of subs we've reached. So I truly appreciate all of your support, and all of you as well. Thank you. My playlist was better though.